This next demonstration we are going to cover the drawing editor. So to go into the drawing editor on the main menu, see the icon here at the top of the screen, drawing editor. Click on that. And since we previously detailed some of our members and erection plans, we have drawings in here. If you have not detailed anything, you will not have anything to select here. So quick overview here. Once you go in there, you get select details. So here's all the details we previously created. Job standard details, there are none in this job. Global standard details, here are some of the typical global standards that Design Data has included with their software. Reference drawings, we have none. Submaterial, here are the submaterials that you previously detailed. Your erection views you previously detailed. Detail sheets, gather sheets, erection sheets. We haven't done them yet. We'll get to them in the next videos. Our sheet outlines, we'll cover that later. Symbols and global symbols. So let's, for this demonstration here, to go over the pull down menus and icons. Let's just go into details. Let's pick any detail you want. I'm going to pick this top one. And this will pull up one of your member details. So for this demonstration, we just want to go over the drawing editor toolbars. Same thing we did for the modeling toolbars. Same type of setup where you have icons here, your most commonly used icons. Across the side, there's icons on the bottom of the screen here. And again, across the top, some of your location icons. But again, as in the modeling, the drawing editor has your pull downs, which have all your commands. Not going to go through every one of these one by one, but each pull down, again, you can tear them off. Same thing you could do in modeling. Each pull down has a help menu. So if you don't know how to do something, or if you want to know more about adding standard details, go to the help menu and add a standard detail, and here's instructions on standard details. Edit. Couple items here to point out some area commands, saving standard details and copying, moving and stretching. You can set your line types here, your pen colors. Again, if it has an arrow, there's other options. So as you are adding in, creating your own details, job standards, if you can set your pen color, and based on your pen color, if your plotter is set up to plot by pen colors, for your weight of your lines, it is important you use the right pen color. Here's your line types and pen colors. And then some options here for searching, editing, and changing. Under views, options here again, help menu for each one of them options. Navigating through, similar to the model again, zooming in and out, panning. Again, a lot of these are you can control with your mouse by zooming in and out panning, and so on. But again, there's more than one option on here to do certain commands. Again, you have your shortcut keys, ZZ, ZX, and so on. Under objects, lots of options here for drawing arcs. Different arcs you can draw, arc dimensions, bevel symbols, bill of material, bolts, circles, and so on. Most of these are pretty self-explanatory. Again, help menu on the bottom to go over each one of them items. I strongly recommend that for your reading assignments to go through all the help menus when you get to the drawing editor and review all these help menus. Go through them one by one, search the help, see what each command does. There's way too much information to cover in this course, so a lot of it you're going to have to learn on your own by going through the help menus here. Under tools, erection view cleanup. When we get to our erection plans, I'll show you what that does. Shortening and unshortening drawing. Here's one I want to show you. This one's important. When you come into your drawing, this drawing here, you can see the beam itself is 27 foot 4.5 long, and the height of the beam is approximately 18 inches. Well, SDS2 draws everything to scale, but when it shrinks it down to fit it on a page, it's obviously doesn't look like it's drawn to scale. If I would go into this drawing here and add a dimension to, say, a hole didn't have a dimension to it, and dimension out, with the drawing shrunk up, shortened, 90% of the time, 99% of the time, it's going to give me the correct dimension. But it's highly recommended that the first thing you do when you come into a drawing is unshorten it. I'll just demonstrate it here quick. I unshortened that drawing. Now it is to scale. I mean, it's completely unshortened. I mean, now you can see it's really long, and if I would try putting this on a shop drawing, it will not fit on the sheet. So that is, I mean, SDS2 has to shorten it up, shrink it up to get it to fit on a sheet. So highly recommended that the first thing you do when you go into a drawing is unshorten it before you start editing and adding stuff to it. And then after you're done making your changes, then you go back up, and on the left hand side on your icons you have shorten drawing here and unshortened drawing here. So first thing is unshorten it. When you're done, hit shorten, and it'll tell you how it's going to compress it. Just leave the as is, just hit OK and OK, and it shrinks it back up to the best it can to make it still legible. So that is one item here on the tools, shorten and unshorten. There's a ruler. Material drafting, you can draw, again, links for your drawing or job standards and stuff. If you want to draw certain things, you can use material drafting. You want to review a item on your sheet, there's a review 2D item, and drawing summary just gives you a quick summary of all the information on that sheet. Again, help menu for each one of them items. To locate, pretty much same as modeling. Your point location icons. Again, each one of them help menu for that. So your auto point, what that'll select, your base off construction line, grid line, and so on. Highly recommend going through each one of them again. and information on dragging and dropping, and again, help menu on that and what that will do. Under process, again, there's certain commands that you can do both in the drawing editor and in the model. So some of these pull downs and some of these commands are the same as you already learned in the model. Here are some of them. If you need to make some changes in the model, and say you come into the drawing editor and it said you didn't process, well, here's an opportunity here to process if you need to process before you can detail some members, and then you can go on to detailing your members. Reports, we're going to briefly cover this later. Different reports you can run, from advanced bill of material to material summary reports. Here, bolts, field bolts, shop bolts, and then some status reports you can run. Again, help menu for them reports. Utility. Again, if you have forgot to copy certain information, you can copy stuff from here, or you can go back to the main menu and use the utility functions there to copy information. Interface is same thing we had in the modeling portion. Different interface options, help menu. And options, again, same as it was in the modeling portion. Not going to cover these again, but your job options, fabricator options, user options, and so on. And then of course your help menu again. So that covers the overview of the drawing editor, pull down menus, icons, and the help for them icons.